Today I'll be doing a video punishment. I can remember one time me and my brother were having a conversation. There was some music playing, and my brother Julian, he was saying things which meant that I cracked up in hysterics. The laughter was a coping mechanism. In the conversation, we were in a room, and he was describing a punishment which wouldn't fit with the ordinary form of punishment which occurs in hell. A very, very unique form of punishment. In the punishment, there was a room. In the punishment he was describing, there was a room, and a person being punished in the room, and the experience in the room continued for eternity. And the person in the room couldn't breathe. They were immortal. And there was a demon in the room chopping off the arm. The reason of the laughter was that there was music playing in the background, and the music, it's recreational music which people listen to if they're living it up. So, meditating upon a punishment where there's a person in the room which can't breathe, which is immortal, and which is having the arm chopped off every few seconds by a demon, and then thinking about recreational music for people who are living it up, people playing that music in the background. It doesn't make sense. The punishment sounds pretty bad, and for there to be recreational music in the background, it's like, yeah. So, my brother's idea on punishment, it's really interesting. And demons aren't supposed to be delivering holy wrath, and demons can't deliver holy wrath, which makes the punishment so unusual. Now for something else. I can remember one time thinking about punishment of some people, and God gave me a download about a punishment, And the punishment was so great. It was so terrible. Oh, the punishment in another dimension. The far out. And the download. I saw a few glimpses of the machine of punishment. Far out. On the outskirts of the machine of punishment, there was a rectangular thing, rectangular parts combined. And from what I recall, the rectangular parts combined on the outskirt of the machine of punishment, that in itself would be enough to divide asunder the entirety of a person per split second. And whoa, the machine of punishment was darkish, dark in colour. I think it was black. And a person walking toward the place where the punishment and the download could be seen. The person in the download saw a few glimpses of it, and they were so emotionally overwhelmed that they had to turn the opposite direction, turn away almost instantly. The person in the download was so overwhelmed that they wouldn't even be able to tell anyone what it was that they saw. The punishment was that great. The person just walks away very fast and is extremely overwhelmed. I can remember thinking about why doesn't God provide a different punishment? Because God is so creative. He could get something similar to Hunger Games, where there are people on platforms. He could get something similar to that. It's like just moving off the platform means that like the instruments of punishment are so terrible that just being worried about stepping off a platform and the instruments of punishment activating that in itself would be a great torment. I'm just wondering, why doesn't God do a punishment like that? Because the spectacle of the pain and the machine of punishment with the rectangular parts on the outskirt of the punishment, far out, so terrible. The spectacle of the pain is so great. It's like, whoa.